Hey there, guys. This is Flamzeron, aka YouTube's Tasuke. It's been, I think, a little over a week or so, maybe even 2 weeks, but I got a chance to see the Godzilla movie in theaters, which this is the first Godzilla movie I've seen in theaters for a while. In fact, I don't think any of them were ever theatrically released in North America, besides the 1998 one, the very first one, and Godzilla 2000, which I only saw the 1998 one in theaters. But I thought I should give my thoughts on it since I've seen it. And truthfully, overall, I liked it. The acting I thought was good. I thought the Breaking Bad guy did a really good job, especially in the scene where, like, he's being interrogated by that one guy. And he's like, "You all think I'm crazy," but I thought the way he did it was very fun. I wouldn't be surprised if it was improvised. Um, and if you haven't seen the movie, there may be some spoilers. I know it's a little too late, but um, Godzilla does fight another monster, and I feel like this movie is very true to Godzilla. A lot of people are probably not too keen on his way. I think he looks fine overall, since it's. I think he really looks best when he's actually moving, because you kind of get to see, like, he doesn't look as fat with his when his body moves, and it was pretty good. He does fight another monster, and a lot of people have been complaining that he looks kind of like the Cloverfield monster or like the Super 8 monster, and he does kind of look like those, but I kind of like it because to me it sort of symbolizes Godzilla coming back and defeating, the fake monsters, quote unquote, that that had been, like, Cloverfield and whatnot. That's just sort of my opinion. Um, I thought the fight scenes in it were okay. I do kind of wish that they had shown more. I felt like they were just sort of like short clips. I kind of wish we had more of a confrontation. There actually end up two monsters, a male and a female. And the male one's a lot smaller and the female one's a lot bigger, which I'm thinking, okay, it would probably be best if Godzilla fights the female since the female's bigger. Giant monster fights. And he does, but at the same time, the final fight isn't really much to it. He just kind of he being Godzilla, just kind of holds the female monster's mouth open and, like, shoots his atomic blast down her throat and, like, burns her head off. When I saw him do that, I was a little worried that they were going to pull like a King Kong, because I know he did that with the Raptors, but I was glad that he just did his atomic breath, and I'm glad he did it too. Like, I was kind of waiting for him to do that, because, and I thought that overall the fight scenes, while they were cool, I kind of wish there was a little bit more. I'm not a lot, but just a little bit. And they also tried to kind of give a little thing about Godzilla being dead at the end, but then it turns out he's actually awake, and then he goes off into the ocean, which I wonder if that's supposed to be an allusion to Godzilla in 1998, where, like, he dies at the end, or she. The way this movie's presented, at first they kind of do, general background stuff, and it's more about, like, building up, that, oh, there's this other monster out there. They're trying to figure out. The Asian guy, Ken Watanabe, I believe his name is. He's like, he kind of knows about Godzilla and whatnot. And even when he says Godzilla, it sounds like he's saying Gojira, which is, the Japanese name. But he's saying it really quickly, so he could just be sort of just rapidly speaking it. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. And I'm trying to. If this is canon, I feel like this would probably be after Godzilla Final Wars, which would make me wonder if this is actually the real, like, Godzilla we already know, or if this is actually a Godzilla Jr. or a descendant of Godzilla. I mean, obviously it's Godzilla, but I thought it was kind of cool, just in general, how it was all set up. The movie I thought was nice. Overall, I actually really liked it. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who hasn't seen it. The only thing I didn't like was, the shorter fight scenes between the two monsters. I think if they had added just a little bit more, and I'm not a lot, just like maybe half of just a little bit more, I think it would have been good. But it was nice. I liked it. And maybe I guess the weight thing, but that's just because he looks too much like a dinosaur to me. Like I'm generally okay with the design, but to me he looks a little too much like a dinosaur. And for future video movies, I'm sure they'll update his design a little bit. But that's for the future. They're already working on a sequel too. I think this might even be a trilogy. So yeah, this was definitely a good movie. I recommend it. You should definitely go check it out. And it's good to see Godzilla back in the way he should be. And it shows that Americans really can adaptate Japanese series fairly. I mean, I know we've got Dragon Ball Evolution and Godzilla 1998 that did not fare so well. I think Astro Boy didn't do so well, but I think just because the movie in general just wasn't that good. I haven't seen it, but yeah, that's that for the Godzilla movie, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. This is Flames Ron, aka YouTube Tasuke, signing out. See you later.